When rock superstar David Bowie passed away, Angela, his former wife, was asked this question. Who did David most want to meet? Without missing a beat, she replied, Why, Liberace, of course. Welcome to Wisconsinology on Music, a collaboration with 91.1 The Avenue and Wisconsinology.com. My name is Frank Anderson. He was born Vladiu Valentino Liberace in West Allis, Wisconsin, a suburb of Milwaukee. He was the son of Salvatore Liberace, an Italian immigrant and an accomplished musician. His mother was Franciszka Zukowska, the daughter of Polish immigrants from Menasha. He chose to adopt a single stage name because his idol, Wisconsin-born superstar Hildegard, had done so. The famed Polish concert pianist Paderewski may have been Liberace's mentor, he really was, but Hildegard was his guiding light. In every performance, she chatted with her audiences and made them part of the show. Liberace once said, it was as if she were sitting in your living room. He fell in love with the piano at age 4 and never looked back. He was a full-time professional by age 15. In the 1930s and early 40s, he performed both in Milwaukee's nightclubs, bars, strip clubs, and, briefly, on the concert stage, playing the classics. His genius was that he would combine both into one package and wrap it with a one-of-a-kind bow. He built his act, one performance at a time, always fine-tuning, always bringing the audience into the show. Liberace dove into the boogie-woogie craze of the early 1940s. Excuse me, I like this part. Hey. As the decade progressed, he plussed his wardrobe, put a candelabra atop his piano, and learned the simple fact that audiences hear live music with their eyes as well as their ears. By the end of the decade, he could proudly proclaim, I don't play concerts, I put on a show. In the early 1950s, he had reached the very top of the live performance circuit. He sold out auditoriums, was the inventor of what we know today as a Las Vegas residency, and became the undisputed king of that town. Most important, through the new medium of television, he was in every living room in the United States. When fellow Wisconsin-born chart toppers, the Chordettes, immortalized him in their #1 hit single, Mr. Sandman, his eternal fame was a done deal. Liberace was the biggest star in America, and in his eyes, there was nowhere to go but up. According to Liberace, who preferred to be called Lee, more is more. Why wear one ring when you can wear 5? His shows became bigger, his clothes became louder, his entrances even more fabulous. By the 1970s, in earning power and international popularity, he was unstoppable. Elton John, one of his many acolytes, learned the hard way. No one follows Liberace. The two were good friends, and Elton asked Lee to perform in a royal variety show with him in London. Elton, thinking he would outshine Liberace, wore 2 changes of shiny lurex suits made in red, white, and blue. Liberace showed up in a flowing metallic cape lit by 600 light bulbs. As Liberace was fond of saying, you can have the resurrection or you can have Liberace, but you can't have both. But I'll be seeing For 91.1 The Avenue and Wisconsinology.com, I'm Frank Anderson.
Wisconsinology on Music is presented by a grant from the Bright Idea Fund from the Community Foundation for the Fox Valley region.